All right, I'm back from the new Haikyuu movie, Dumpster Battle. You have no idea how much it is hurting me to not just be bouncing off the walls right now. And I'm not exaggerating. Glorious. I've never been so happy just walking out of a movie. I was exhausted. I was entertained. I was emotionally invested. I love this movie. 10 out of 10. It is my favorite moment in the entire Haikyuu franchise right now. From season 1 to 4, everything I have watched. Keep in mind, I have binged everything in less than 2 weeks. This is my all-time favorite moment without question. I adore this movie. Full 10 out of 10. Kenma has been probably one of my favorite characters from his introduction onwards, and this is his movie and gives him a little bit more center and focus with his dynamic with his friend. I believe it's Kuro is how it's pronounced. I'm terrible with names. I'm sorry. I love them. I love them all. It is glorious. From the flashbacks with him as a child to playing on the court, finding that motivation. Like, he's a little bit lazy. He doesn't want to run around. He got angry at gravity earlier in the series. And he is working so hard and finding that love of the game, the love of volleyball, where before is almost a take or leave it. And now he's just playing to win. And he wants to keep playing. Him and Hinata, the focus on their dynamic, their relationship, their friendship, their rivalry, how they push each other, how they want to beat each other. And still just wanting to keep playing volleyball. One more set, one more game, one more match, just one more rally, and they are all exhausted by the end. And this is only like 3 sets, and at the end they're all just like, I want to keep going, I want to keep playing, but it has to end, and I'm upset that it ended. It's so good, it's so good. I've seriously never been this happy walking out of a movie. A little bit more focused thoughts. The animation, absolutely glorious. This is my first sports anime. The bar is now ridiculously high. I can't even with this animation. The entire movie, but specifically one shot where we're in a POV of one of the characters and you're just watching the ball as if it was you, like putting you in that position, exhausted at the end of this one rally. It is my favorite moment in the series, probably. One of. It's so good. I cried during this movie at 2 separate points. I was tearing up. And I love it. I love it. 10 out of 10. That is all I got for spoiler free. It has been a buildup of the greatest rivalry in sports anime. I've only seen the one sports anime that I've ever seen, and I'm so happy. Going into like specific moments now, because I can't just gush about the entire movie because I couldn't take notes during it, so I couldn't just tell you everything that happened and how glorious the entire thing was, but standout moments. One of my favorites being Kema and Kuru as kids. They go to this volleyball sports camp kind of thing, and it's just a random instructor, and they're teaching him how to bunt the ball, and then they see some people spiking. It's like, oh, well, you can only do that if you're tall. And then the Nekoma's coach, who will be their coach in the future, comes up to them and is just like, well, we'll just lower the net for you guys. It's good to get appreciation and a love for it while you're young, and he's just trying to encourage them, and he lets them spike, and it's beautiful, and I love it. I love, so a big part of their motto is like, we are the blood in our veins, we keep the oxygen moving to the body, keep the brain working as we can, keep the ball in the air, connect all that. And during one of the huddles, like, you can hear the heartbeat in the music, and I love it so very much. They are targeting Hinata, trying to keep him from being able to spike and keeping him low to the ground kind of thing, because he receives the ball, so he can't be the next one to hit, and they're thinking that if he's not jumping with everything he has, then Kageyama won't serve to him, that'll bring him down, and that'll take out number 10. And this imagery of Kenma, of like putting Hinata in a bird cage, and then Hinata breaking out of it, because Kageyama, of course, just sets the ball even higher, and it's like, you don't think you can jump for it? I'm gonna make you jump higher. And he does, and he's flying, and it's gorgeous animation, and it's beautiful, and I love it. The longest rally back and forth. Again, we're in that POV shot, and you are Kenma. You are in this moment. You are seeing through his eyes what's happening. Watch the ball go. He hits into, I think it's leave, and ends up crashing to the ground, and I barely was keeping up with subtitles. I'm so happy and excited. I'm pretty sure someone says, what the hell are you doing? the ball hasn't touched the floor, it's still going, keep it up, or something like that. And I'm just like, yes, keep going, it's not over. And they're just fighting to keep this ball in the air, to keep this rally going. But it doesn't. It falls. I don't remember the exact score, maybe like 21-25. And me, okay, don't get me wrong, I love it. It's great when it goes past the 25 and they gotta get that 2-point lead. Whoever made the rule that if both teams are tied at, 24, then the next person with their next team with a 2-point lead instead of just getting the next point wins, I'm very upset with them. They had to get a 2-point lead. I hate that so much. It's a delight. It's anxiety inducing. I was stressed. Like, first to 3 wins, I'm not okay when they go past the 25 points and now we're doing 5 sets. Okay, I do love that, but the anxiety it brings me when my boys are just like trying to get that 2-point lead, it hurts. It scares me. This entire time, I'm like, no, I want this to go longer. Play to 30 points. Please don't let this end. Oh my goodness, this movie. Oh, I forgot a moment when Kuro said that he hopes, like, Hinata always has good health because he recognizes that Kemba plays harder, is more motivated when Hinata's involved and, like, playing against him and seeing him grow. I love it so much. My darling, I love Kemba so very much. My lazy boy. He doesn't want to run around that much. He doesn't want to get sweaty and exert himself. When he's a kid, Kuro's just like, you could be the setter. They don't have to run too much, and Kemba's just like, he was a liar. And in this game, when Kemba like really runs for the first time, everyone's just shocked because like, you can move, you can run. He's like, yeah. Oh, I love him so much. I adore that we're getting, like, seeing people from earlier in the series who are watching this game. They have either beaten or lost to our school here, and now they're watching them play in these, not quite semifinals, it's close to it, but oh, they're just watching on the screens is glorious. The old man, the former coach and former rival of Nekama's school, is watching from his hospital room, and at the end, when they shake hands, this is what really brought, like, tears to my eyes. I was fighting back tears in the middle of the theater. When the current coach, the grandson, is shaking hands with Nekama's coach, and the older one in the hospital also reaches out his hand as if to shake his rival's hand after this glorious game. Tears in my eyes. Flawless. Beautiful. I love this movie. You're not getting a single criticism out of me. Not a one. Not a second of this movie. My only complaint will be, I clearly now have to read the manga because I need more. I know looking up just a few little things online, I think there's more with Suki and Kuro, because he was like, not glasses here, not that motivated starting off, and Kuro's just like forcing him in that training camp to block better, train harder, fall in love with volleyball. This will be the moment when you love this game. And he's asking him, how do you feel about volleyball now? And they're just talking back and forth behind the net. And that's what I love about the rivalry between these schools. They are so similar. They have different skill sets. Nekama with its defense and Arasuno with its attack. They're opposites, but they are also the same, and they push each other to be the best they can. As one learns a new skill, the other school finds a way to defend against it and comes up with their own attack patterns, which they have to play against, and it just makes them better. I love these two. I love their rivalries. I love their friendship. I love everything about these two schools. The series could have ended right here, and I will be 1,000% happy, but clearly now I need to read the manga to figure out everything I'm missing. I don't have the time to read the manga, but I got to. Alright, that is all I got. I'm in love. I started this series less than 2 weeks ago. I wouldn't know what to do without them right now, because I love this. I love everything about this.